Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday afternoon. RVDebs here with you. I hope there's some people out there today that would like to talk live and have a little chat party. Yup. See, I'm just setting up my page. It's a celebration. Today I hit 5,000 subscribers. Yippee. I'm excited. Let's see. Subscribers. Ooh. Yippee. I'm excited. Let me turn the volume off. Okay. There we go. I am set. Right now, who do I see? I see RVDeb Travels. Hi there. Hi, Marcel. Welcome. Yay, I am celebrating my 5,000 subscribers today. It is a little overcast and cloudy here in Knox City, Texas. It's been beautiful all week, though. Can't complain. Let's see who's visiting me. Hi, Laurel. Hi, nice to see you guys. Hi, Judy. Welcome, everybody. I know it's kind of early, and I know it's a surprise, and no one's going to expect any live stream from me, but hi, Catherine. I decided to just start one up. I saw that my subscriber count was 5,000, and I'm psyched. Portland, Oregon, right? Hi, Dee. Dee, I love Portland, Oregon. But it's not bad here today. It's cloudy. It's probably 70. It's nice. And I'm looking down because I'm looking at my cell phone so I can see who's talking to me. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's been, I guess I started my channel, I don't even know now. Was it 2015? And it took a long time to get here. So, but this last month I have picked up over 400 people, and it's brought it to 5,000. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, if you like the live stream, definitely give me a thumbs up. So that is what's going on. I'm just excited. We've had lots of family here. Not my personal family, although I'm adopted, so it's family. But Kathy's family, her side, had at least 10 people visiting all week. We've had nothing but food, 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 food. You know, I'm done. I'm back. I'm cutting myself off. It started like last Sunday, not this Sunday, but last Sunday, having like a feast. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, every evening we had a big, huge dinner. Hi, Linda. That's great, Dee. Check out Dee's channel, RVDeb Travels. She's at 1,000. She needs to just get. That's the beginning. As a matter of fact, one of the people that are visiting, Tony and his wife, Sheila, I believe it is, Tony and Sheila, they have a channel, and I think they've got only 300 subs, but they just sold their house and moved on a boat, and they're in Miami, Florida, and they're doing a YouTube channel. So my next video will have a link to their channel. Hi, Mama Five. Hi, Dustin Longo Show. I'm doing great. Hi, Barton St. Denis. Hi, Enda Scally from Ireland. I love Ireland. Love Irish men. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, we try to help each other, I don't know everybody personally, but Nathan and Nadia have their channel, and I've tried to, get people. They're almost at 1,000. They're at 800, so they're excited. And if you don't know their channel, like on my next video, I'm going to put a couple links in. Tony's channel, Tony and Sheila's channel is what is it called? Let me look, because I just wrote it down. Master Plan Miami on YouTube. And I'll put a link in. Oops. Let me find. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm glad you found me through RV Rebel Girl. She came to visit and made friends, and I'm so glad I got a few people from her for sure. That's what happens. We help each other out and share information and links and stuff. Um, and I don't usually I won't like put a channel on unless I really like the people or I think it's a great channel. I don't. Otherwise, I'd be like all the time putting people's uh, channels on. You do Christian comedy. That would be fun. Yes, Dee, and RV Rebel Girl is a lot of fun. We went to dinner and spent some time talking. It was nice. I wish she'd come back. So this is what is it? Tuesday today, and it's like the beginning of my food plan, my new low carb. Because I mean, we've eaten so good. I had Thursday a Passover dinner at a church, believe it or not, and Friday another Passover dinner at some friends that had like 60 people for dinner. And then Saturday family night dinner, Sunday Easter dinner. I mean, I'm over it. Well, it wouldn't hurt to help other people. I do. I don't know your channel, the Dustin Long is it Luongo show? Am I saying it right? I'll have to check it out. Mama Five Rosie mentioned me. Rosie O'Kelly, are you talking about? I love her. We connected 4 years ago. I would like to go to Ireland. I love Celtic Thunder music, as probably you all know since I mentioned it. And Byrne and Kelly, they're two of the guys from Celtic Thunder. I love them. The Passover dinner, Catherine, at church was really interesting. It's a Methodist church here in Knox City, but I guess the preacher met this young man. He's a young man and his young daughter and young son, and became friends. And they're Orthodox Jews, and so he came here and explained every step of the way. It took a while, and it was really interesting. And I think the people, because it was a full house, it was a full room full of tables and for dinner, and I think people really enjoyed seeing what Passover is all about. You mean I pronounced your last name right? Luongo. Well, I used to be a disc jockey, and it was always hard to make sure you say the right thing. I mean, I remember when I was doing DJing, I had just gotten into it from school, and I had to do the Dow Jones, and I really messed it up. Hi, Cooper. Thank you. Yeah, it took a while. It took a while, a few years, but 5,000. And I remember when I started YouTube, I when I first got 100, I thought, wow, just think about 100 people, in front of you, watching you. And then it was 500, and it was like mind blowing. And then 1,000, and then it was like, oh, if I could get to 2,000, oh, that would be so cool. And now 5,000, and I'm thrilled. I love YouTube, and I love the people I've met through YouTube. I have not had bad experiences. Um, Certain people, they don't like you, they say nasty things. I don't even care anymore. It doesn't bother me. But I've really enjoyed my channel, and I still do. I've got another video I'm putting up, and probably either later today or tomorrow. Thank you, Molly. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I was telling Tony and his wife, because they're living on a boat and they're doing, YouTube channel. but they don't do very many videos, and it's because they don't have any content. I said, content is you just sharing yourself honestly. I think a lot of people try to make a YouTube channel and then they're kind of like have to be in best form, or they don't they don't feel like they're interesting enough. But I think just if you just be yourself and share what's going around on your life in your life, then you're going to be good. But if you're phony or you just put on an air, it doesn't work. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dee. Hi, Marilyn. Not late. I just started this a few minutes ago. It is my life. And I mean, I have down times like everybody, and, things happen. But I do try to continue to be positive in my life. I feel like as the older I get, and because I know that there's been videos in my early stages of YouTube that was, either whining about something or complaining. And I find now that I just want to pass around positivity. And even though I will share, if something's going on bad, I'm going to share. So, hi, who knows? Yeah, it's cloudy here, although the sun's peeking through. Last night we had rain. That's true, Dust, Dustin. Yeah. You're going to have struggles in life, and you do share those too. I share when I'm lonely, or I share when I'm, feeling sad, or because I've had stuff happen in my life. And I mean, I've had a lot of death, sadness, but I've also had a lot of blessings. I have had more blessings in the last couple years that I've lived in Texas than I can ever say in my life. I mean, I've just really done well. If you post every day, Catherine, that's how you build up a following and people want to know. They start to know you a little bit and feel like they know you and like you, and then they want to know what's happening. I think that's important. I never thought I would love Texas. Thank you, Arvine. I never did. If you would have asked me, when I lived in Florida about Texas, I would say I didn't want to live in Texas. And then over the last few years I've lived here, I really like Texas. Yes, there's crazy things about Texas that I don't care for. But in truth, it's the friendliest people. It's crazy weather. There's not a lot of rules. Texans are doing their own thing, and I like that. I like that because if you were to put a mobile home like mine down on someone's property in Florida, you would have to get permits and approvals. You couldn't just put in, a plumbing line for sewer. You couldn't do it without a lot of crap. So Texas is like pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I've only been to Dallas myself once, and I liked it there too. Hi, Ann Martin. Welcome from Ireland. I love Ireland. I'm so glad that Irish people are enjoying my channel. I've had quite a few. And Texas is, I do feel safe here. With all the crazy stuff happening in our world, I live in a tiny little town in the middle of like really nowhere, and I'm glad. Hi, Totally Kathy. Welcome. It's good to see you guys. I'll tell you, I feel safe here. I did get a PO box in case anybody wants it. I'm trying to list it on my videos now. For a long time, I didn't, but now I have a PO box, and it's just RVDebs, and then it's PO Box 457, Knox City, Texas 79529. Yeah, so it's been a really good feeling hitting 5,000. I watched over the last, week. I got closer and closer and closer. As a matter of fact, I didn't even realize I was at 5,000, and I thought I was at like 4,997. But when I got online just now, it's 5,000. Yeah, I put it on there, Catherine. I did. Because I've been asked, my address, and I've given people my address. And really, if you put RVDebs, Knox City, Texas, I'd probably get it because people they know me. They know me. Thank you, Kathy. It is awesome. I mean it. I just remember starting the channel and hoping someday to get 1,000. And when I hope Craig eventually comes and we go traveling, and maybe then I'll pick up some more people because I'll be doing traveling vlogs. Hi, Joanne. Welcome to the party. I'm wearing my Dia and Co blouse, which I've never worn before, and I've got another Dia and Co coming the 1st of May. Now, I do want to tell you guys who I don't know if anybody here saw my Kasori review on the electric pressure cooker and then the one on the air fryer. Hi, Timothy. Thank you. That's okay, Catherine. I got it, didn't I? I got that when you sent that Joanne card to me. Oh, thank you, Kathy. So are you. Okay, well, I was going to tell you that today I sent them an email saying I didn't like the sale that they said there was a big sale, and I didn't like the way they worked it, and they agreed, and so I got hi Molly, hi Michelle. I got a email today this morning. It says, hi Deb, would you like to review either our blender or our dehydrator? And we will give you a code for your subscribers to get a sale. And so I'm gonna I picked the dehydrator, and it's gonna be coming eventually. I don't know when probably in the next week or so. And I'm gonna do another review of the Kasori dehydrator, but this time there's a coupon code for my subscribers because the last one, I didn't like what they did. It wasn't really that fair. Yeah, they're making things right, Catherine, and I'm glad. And it was nice of her to, when I complained, I said people were complaining that they clicked on the link and it wasn't a sale. It was like some sort of, they were trying for people to, I don't even know, understood it. That if you get a number and then somebody buys one with your number on it, then you get a percentage off. I didn't like that. That's what I'm thinking, Kathy, is because I've definitely, after this last few days, this whole week, it's been an eating week. Um, I have my pressure cooker in the house. I use it. The air fryer's in the garage, which is nice too. I'm gonna make some chicken wings in it. But the dehydrator won't be in my house. It'll be in the garage for me and Kathy. But I want to do like dehydrated apples. I saw a video. I don't know if anyone else has ever heard of Laura Burns, but she's got a channel, Laura Burns. She does a lot of unboxing of clothing, but she also has been doing some cooking videos, and she dehydrated beets, fresh beets. She washed them and peeled them and cut them up and let them boil in a vinegar and like a I don't even have, I think, sugar and vinegar, something, water, and then she put them in the dehydrator and made like beet raisins. Have you ever heard of beet raisins? I had never heard of them. So I thought, and I told Kathy, I go, we need to get a dehydrator and, be able to get our, some pea pods and anything you want to dehydrate. And it's good snacks, very healthy. And then I get the letter saying, we want to give you a dehydrator. Braisins, right, Molly? But they looked, she said they were delicious, and she put them on salad. And I like salads that have goodies on them that, out of the ordinary. So I want to definitely use a dehydrator. Tomatoes, right? That's right. Sun dried. Well, I don't know how they come out dehydrated, but it's got to be good. I'll have to check out The Old Farmer's Wife. Yeah, that's I've seen those videos, a couple. But I really do like, the idea of getting a really nice modern dehydrator. And I'm glad the Desori company thinks that I've done a good job because I've gotten it'll be three things from them. And wow, that really is a bonus. When you dehydrate tomatoes, Kathy, what do you put them on top of salads? How do you use them? Is it cherry tomatoes or just any tomatoes like sliced? I'll check it out for sure, Catherine. I think I have. I think I am subscribed to her. But the air fryer was interesting too. I mean, I just did the one time with sweet potatoes, but I can imagine they've got like a cookbook that comes along with their products. And there's a lot of really good things in the cookbooks. Oh yeah, that's right. And as far as fruit leather goes, they've got some kind of special screen for making fruit leather. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Molly says she's got Michigan high bush dried blueberries. Yum. Yeah, that like blueberries. We can get blueberries and strawberries too, and put them in, salads or oatmeal or whatever you're eating. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. Cosori is Cosori. They do make a good product. They have a really nice blender, but I picked the dehydrator because I already have a Ninja blender that I don't use. But I saw a video on the blender, and I watched two videos that was in my link for me to pick, and they compared it with the $600 Vitamix, and so you can't beat the price. And the lady that was comparing them, she made a very big deal out of how good the Kasori blender was. So that's good. And I'm not trying to make them business. Hi, Leisure. Welcome. It's so nice to have you guys visiting me. It's been such a week. It's been a crazy week. I'll tell you what happened to me. Thanks, Arving. That's a good idea, Kathy. Yeah. So I'm gonna use the dehydrator, and Kathy wants to use it too. So we'll use it together. But want to hear what happened to me one day? I hit 5,000, Leisure. Yeah, today. That's why I decided to go live and celebrate such a great number. That's a big number. I mean, think about 5,000 people, to me, a lot. Even though there's channels with hundreds of thousands and millions, I can't even imagine that. Hi, Patricia. Well, get it out of the box. She says she's got one in the box. Homemade dog treats. Well, that's true. There's Rosie. And then, come here, Lily. I want to talk to you. Come here. Come here, baby. Say hi, everybody. I'm next to mommy like always. Hi. I feel like it's great. I mean, that's a lot of people. I can remember having like 100 people and being excited. And I hope it grows and grows because it gives me a little extra money every month. Nothing great, but man, everything adds up. And my Etsy shop's been doing really well, thank God. Um, I'm just hanging in there. I'm retired, so it's like any extra is wonderful. I'm wearing my spring bracelets. Got ladybugs, butterflies, has an elephant on it. Aren't they cute? Yeah, I got sent ladybugs and butterflies, so it made me want to start making stuff. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, 5,000 subbies. So, like, the other night, what happened? I can't remember why I wanted to tell you guys this. Here's a rough night. So, like, I ate too much, felt kind of awful, came home, and I thought, oh, I got new linens. I want to change my bed, which it really needed. So I changed the linens, which in a travel trailer, changing the linens is a lot harder than just the average bedroom. I can tell you that. Hi, Gone. Another from Ireland. Wow. I am going to use my dehydrator when I get it. You guys will know. So anyway, I changed my linens and it was really pretty and clean. And I'm laying on the bed just on top of the spread. And Lily comes up and she smelled. And I thought, oh no. And I look under her little tail. It's gross. But she had like a stuck to her butt. And I grab her and I come to the kitchen. And of course, the kitchen was full of dishes. So I move all the dishes and I give her this bath. And it's late at night. And then I did the dishes. And then it was like, watched a little TV and she was all clean and shiny. She is. And then we went to bed. And around 4 in the morning, I get up out of bed and my foot, I have a nightstand and I always have this full of water. I've never hit it before. But yeah, my foot hits this thing, it falls over, and water just pours out. So I'm like half asleep, go to the bathroom, grabbing towels, sopping it up, and just what a night. Not every night is perfect. Hi, Patricia. As a matter of fact, I'll take a sip. So that was a wild night. And it was one of those nights that you didn't want to do anything. And that's when everything pops up. I know, me too, Kathy. Believe me, but I was like smelling something off, and it was her. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate all the good wishes and the congrats. It's great. It's been good, and this has been a really good like the last 6 months of my life. A lot of stuff's been happening in a really good way. I'm really very pleased. I know it's embarrassing to say, but it's true. And like she's a long haired Chihuahua. So her hair around her tail and her little butt can get very long. I have to cut it because sometimes she goes out and goes to the bathroom and brings some back home with her. Oh, Catherine, that's embarrassing. See, she was sharing a hotel and the water spilt on the bed. Bummer. Hi, Kim. Welcome from Ohio. I love Ohio. That's a beautiful state. Yeah, if any long hair, you have to trim around their butt, which that's what you have to do. Yeah, our animals are pretty special, but they can be pretty gross. It's really a nice day. The sun's peeking through. It's not raining anymore. When it rains, Rosie, she freaks out. Even when it's just lightly, like it was just lightly raining, and I'm holding her, and I can feel her shiver. That's right, Joanne. Yeah, if you have pets, you're gonna have, poop stories or whatever. Klingons. Oh, Timothy, my Passover dinners. I had two Passover dinners. I was telling everybody one Passover dinner was at a church, and they had these Orthodox Jewish people that believe in Jesus. So they're, I guess, They call them Messianic Jews, and they came in special from Dallas and explained step by step all the little. It took a long time. It's a long thing. If you go to a Passover dinner, be prepared that you're going to sit. And it was a really nice dinner. Hi, Cinnamon Girl. Welcome from Florida. Catherine asked if my RV cover makes the rain sound amplify. It might, but it doesn't hit my roof. But I hear it, so it might amplify it a little bit. Did I say it right? Messianic. But it was a man, young man, like maybe he might have been 30, and he had a little daughter 10 and a son just turning 13. And he was really neat. He came with the outfit, like the white shirt with the vest, and then he had the little spitsies hanging on. I don't know what they're called. I'm not that good at it. Messianic? Is that how you say it? Messianic? Hi, little Sherry. Oh my gosh. Seattle Judy said her friend's puppies chewed up her false teeth. Messianic. 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 That's as good as it gets. Masonic. Anyway, so we had it was a nice dinner. The food was what happens is you get a Seder plate, and there was a hard-boiled egg, there was parsley, there was apples that have cinnamon apple, kind of just chopped up apples, and what else was on the plate? And horseradish. And each one means something. So it was, hi Terry. Just to answer you, Terry, I've been here 3 years. We've never had a tornado. Um, I think certain areas have more, but Abilene and Knox City, thank God, has not. No, we get some good rain. That's about it. But we have storm shelters. So every spring, like they test the siren, which is right outside just about my house. Hi, Michelle. And we have storm shelters. So we've gone to a storm shelter the first year, and it hailed, but it was like little pea size hail. But we all went to Kathy's mom. Mary has a house about 2 blocks with a storm shelter, and you get warning. But I've, like I said, only been there once. Messianic. I'm not saying sun. Anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. I lost it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So that was the first Passover dinner. And then on Friday, which was truly the Passover, we went to, oh, you'll be safe, Terry. And you get to meet me. We went to another Passover big dinner. Kathy's son, Lee, and his wife, Stephanie, they belong to I don't even know what to call it. It's Christian people, but they live by the Old Testament pretty much, the commandments, and they do believe in Jesus, but they have like their church is like temple on Saturday. They don't celebrate Easter or Christmas. Interesting. But anyway, we went to their friend's house, Linda and Gordon, and that seated 60 people to dinner, and that was a long dinner, very nice dinner. I think it's called anyway. We'll get off that Messianic Jews, something like that, and that's close enough. So I did have 2 really nice Passover dinners. They're very long, and you learn about matzah, you learn about the tears, you learn about all kinds of stuff that is. I think it's interesting for anyone to know. It's like The Last Supper with Jesus was a Passover dinner. And I think the video's already come out. I showed it, I think, in my last video. My corn pudding came out really good. That's what I'm known for. And then I made this thing called simmus. It's a Jewish Passover dish with carrots and golden raisins. And Stephanie loved it, said, make sure you make it on Thanksgiving. So I will. Hi, Cinnamon Girl. Glad y'all could make it. Yeah, the Seder plate, Kathy, you don't necessarily like eat that for dinner. It's like they have like glasses of Manischewitz type wine, which is a sweet wine, and you drink 4 times during the service. And each item represents something. So when I was growing up, we didn't have the horseradish. We had other things, but they have bitter herbs, and I wish I could tell you what it's all about because I'm not very good at it. Hi, Charlie Ray. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. But the corn pudding's delicious. It's That's very decadent. It's got, of course, cream corn and regular corn and Jiffy. I did a double order, but Jiffy and eggs and sugar and butter and sour cream, and it's baked. Thank you, Lisa. Right, it's more a ritual, and it takes time, and you read different passages, and it basically tells you about when, back in the day when the lamb was slaughtered. So there's a roast. Usually, there's a roasted lamb bone on the plate too, to represent the lambs that were sacrificed. It's pretty heavy story, actually. Passover. But Passover's like that's where spring cleaning got its name. When Passover comes, it's spring and it's no, I don't bake in my RV oven. Sorry. No oysters in corn pudding, not in mine anyway. But yeah. Everybody loves my corn pudding. Yeah, yours too, huh, Darby? Yeah, like every time I want to make something, they're like, make your corn pudding. I don't like to use my RV oven because I put my frying pans in there and I don't need it. I have a toaster oven I use, and then I have the electric pressure cooker, which is like an oven. You can set it and bake something in it. Hey, Mike, thanks. Minivan Mike, welcome. The actual meal itself at the first one was just really Texas food. It was chicken, like chicken tenders. There was a spaghetti and chicken dinner. I mean, it wasn't Passover because Passover you don't eat any leavened bread and anything like that. For what, Kathy? She's asking if they use breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs. No, the corn pudding doesn't have that, but it has the Jiffy cornbread, a box of Jiffy. Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I'm lucky that way. Yeah, you like okay. To use to. I'll give you the recipe for like one smaller thing. One Jiffy box of cornbread, 2 eggs, 1 can of corn, 1 can of cream corn, a quarter of a cup of softened butter, and you put the butter and a quarter cup of sugar, and you kind of make mush creamy. Then you add in your cornbread mix and your eggs, and one at a time your eggs. I used 4 because I doubled it, so 2 eggs, and then it's a half a cup for one for it's a half a cup of sour cream, and That's, I think, it. Oh, and then I put cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. I put a cup in, maybe more. Well, for a double, I would put about 2 cups. And then when it's browning it, you put it in the oven on 325 for about an hour. And hi, Julie. It browns a little, and then you sprinkle some more cheese on top, and then just melt it. And that's how it goes. That's right. Knox City has 1,100 and I think there's 1,150 or something right close to that people that live in Knox City, and I have 5,000 subscribers. That's right, Judy. How are you, Julie? Are you somewhere in Arizona? Where are you at right now? Kind of interesting. Yeah, I have more subscribers than people in Knox City. So you do a water fast, Kathy, for 36 to 38 hours, and then you eat, break the fast, and then do you go back on the water fast? Yeah, Catherine, but no one's going to come here for a meetup. It's too far away. And that's been working good for you. Is it hard to fast for that amount of time and then eat and then fast again? Flagstaff is supposed to be beautiful. I'd like to go there. Thank you, Carol. Well, everybody fasts overnight. Catherine, there is a motels, and as a matter of fact, Kathy's son Lee, he just bought an RV park, and that has like 60 spaces, something like that. And then he's got these cabins, and I think there's enough for one, two, three, four, at least four separate. They look like trailers. They have a wooden siding. So he's got that, and then there's a little motel, and then down the street from us here is a bed and breakfast, and they've got um, cabins, really nice ones. My friend stayed at the one down here. Oh, all day. That would be hard, Kathy. Yeah, fasting all day and then all night. I get really hungry. What the problem is, I stay up too late, and I'm stopping it. But around 10:30 at night, 11, I start getting hungry again. I haven't watched beach cricket for a little while. Is there something happening? I do watch her, but I haven't watched her lately. Yeah, bedtime is the hardest because you want to go to bed and your stomach's telling you to eat. Well, tell beach cricket I say hello. Yes, live and in color. Hi, cheeky crafter. I am going to start painting when it gets too hot to sit in the garage. I will probably start painting again. Oh, that's nice. What happened to beach cricket? Okay, let me read this for a minute. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. Julie, that's nice of you to help her. Yeah, I got it now. Catherine, I read it. So Yeah, and when you have a trailer and you've got stuff to do, your hands are so important. Hi, Janice. Welcome. Trying not to miss anybody, of course. She can't use either hand. Oh my gosh. I wonder how long that's going to take before she can start, you know, using her hands. That's pretty hard on you when you're, especially when you've got I don't care how big your trailer is, a little trailer, big trailer, you still have to empty your black tank. You need your hands on the wheel when you drive. That's a bummer. I'm going to have to watch the video. Where are you from, Janice? Well, it's just a lot of things happening to people. I have so many, I subscribe to so many channels, it's hard to watch them all. So she hurt herself testing out a hammock? Bummer. Stamford, I've been to Stamford, Connecticut. I've been to Mystic, Connecticut, and I've been to where the big casino is there. Right, Marcel, you are so right. Marcel says too much carb, sugar eating makes you always hungry. It's true. Like I've had these beautiful family dinners lately, and that's 6 p.m. Let's say. By 9 we're home, and then around like midnight I'm like ready to eat some more, which I don't because I know it's not good. So yeah, the more carbs you eat, the more you want. I think that's why keto works really good because if you could just get through a few days of no carbs or very, very little, no bread, no sugar, then you don't want it as much and it does feel better. I remember that. Yes, Catherine, I have when Kathy and I were traveling, we went from Florida all the way up, stopping it in doing craft shows up to New York and back. And we also went out to California and did just a few there. But I've been around. I don't really want to do craft shows ever again. Yeah, can you imagine Julie having trouble washing her hair, doing dishes, just everything, both hands. Oh, hi, looking good. Welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm early today. I just thought that it would be really nice to, you know, do a live stream and celebrate 5,000 subscribers and just share. I'm just really excited about my life. I've been doing good. Hi, Cinnamon Girl. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in saying hi. Have a great trip tomorrow. I know, looking good. 5,000, that turned to 5,000 today. I've been watching it going up slowly. Be safe. I love Cinnamon Girl by Neil Young. That's one of my favorites. I'm glad you came in. Have a nice afternoon, Patricia. Enjoy the garden. It's been so beautiful. Our flowers here in Texas this spring are prettier than ever. I think I've showed it already, but if I haven't, then it'll be in my next video. But Kathy and Mark's side of their house, they planted, and I mean, they've always had a few flowers, but this spring there are so many. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it. Love you, girl. Yeah, so that's just, it's been a gorgeous spring. Even the bluebonnets are bigger and more than ever, and that's a wildflower, and they're beautiful. And when you drive along the highway, the yellow flowers, just, they're so wonderful. Thanks, Julie. I try to do a good job. The temperature today, um, I'll tell you. Hold on a minute. The baby chicks are doing really well. You know, when I make jewelry, the little baby chicks have their home right there, and I'll put music on. They all run, look through the cage and listen to the music. It's really cute. Let me tell you what the temperature is. Right now, I'm letting it redo. It's 63 degrees. Not bad. Yeah, we have little tiny baby chicks, and they are adorable. We've got, I think there's 9 of them now. We lost one, but they're just this, they're little, and they peep, 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 and they've got a really nice, Mark built them a really good cage. They'll stay in the garage with a heat lamp for about 6 weeks. They're supposed to be in like 90 degrees at all times. And they can get out of the heat if they don't like it, because one side of their cage is, without the heat lamp. So they run around, but they love the music. When I'm making jewelry, they're there. Yes, Judy, I have a lot of new subs this last month. I let me see if I can find it. Um, I'll tell you. Yeah, 5,000 now is what I have, but I got 438 subscribers this month, this last 28 days. Isn't that something? I have 1,444,385 views. It's a lot of views too. Of course, if you're comparing it to other kinds of people, I have very few. It's all relative. Hi, J&A RV Living. Welcome from Arkansas. Come on in. Just having a little hangout, little gathering. Oh, that's nice. Camo Dave's been real sweet. I'm glad he likes my channel, and he talked about it, and that you came. No, we have not really had any bad hailstorms. Only once, a couple years when I first got here, there was like pea-size hail, which is nothing. Um, my jewelry, I have a link in the descriptions below all of my videos to my channel. My jewelry is on Etsy. It's RVDebs artwork. And someone asked me, Judy asked, how's my friend Craig feeling? I think he's doing a lot better. He's sold his home. I think he's in like the final stages of moving out of his house. And yeah, so he's been busy, and he's had to do some health uh, things before he gets on the road. So I don't know when he's gonna get in that beautiful new motorhome and come down here. I hope soon. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I have a lot of really nice jewelry. I've been sent, I know you guys probably saw. Recently, I had a friend, Claudia, send me some really pretty crystals and some special stuff. And then this last week, Barney and LaRue are a couple, and they live in they're on and off living in a travel RV. I'm not sure. I think it's a Class A, and they've been collecting beads from rock shops and different places, and sent me a beautiful, big, huge box of all kinds of beads, stuff that I just, it's amazing. Hi. Oh, that's so nice, Kim. Thank you. Yeah, that was a really special time spending time in Alabama at that RV park with Patrick from the Paddy Wagon and Chico. May he rest in peace, my friend. Um, we really had a good time. That was a really wonderful few months that we were all together. I did. That's very special to me. Thank you, Judy. Thank you for coming in today. Appreciate it. I'll do some more videos of the baby chicks. I have to definitely take some more videos. But it's been really, I mean, I've had, like I say, a big box. And not only did they send me beads and crystals, and they've sent me fossils, um, little magnet clasps which I need to use. Um, they also sent me baseball caps and sun visors, white ones. That's what I usually use to paint. And they sent me 3 white canvas little Ziploc bags that I'm going to paint. So they just really went out of their way. They really did. I was floored. I didn't even know what to say. But I'm really glad that Kim, that you enjoyed, coming to my channel back then. I've had some really interesting. My husband died 5 years ago in May. It'll be 5 years. Um, I got an RV a year after he passed away. I sold my little. I had a mobile home in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and got an RV, and I've been living on it since then. And it's been quite a ride, because not only was I grieving for every now and then I still go through grieving, but I went through heavy grieving to get away from Florida and start living again, and it's just really evolved. And when I got to Texas, I just love it here. I'm glad to be here. I know, Sherry. I don't know how much money they spent on that package, but it's a lot. So many seed beads, different sizes, some beautiful jasper, some agate beads that are really nice. I don't have it here with me. I made a necklace. I listed it on Etsy, but I made a 20, I think it's like 23 inches. Comes about maybe here, of all the natural colors. It's a lot of stones that they gave me. Catherine, 91 degrees in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Yeah, it's like 63 here today, but we go up and down. One day it's, 85, and the next day it's 65. Yeah, Sherry, it was amazing what they sent. And I did show it in my last video if you want to see it. But I'm using the beads. So I've just gotten some beautiful beads. Claudia sent me some gorgeous beads. And they sent me ladybugs and butterflies. They're so cute. Really enjoy. I love ladybugs. Um, Timothy, my AC is working great. If you live in a travel trailer or a motorhome, make sure you get up there and clean your fins, especially here in Texas, because it's dusty all summer long. In winter, we have a lot of wind, and even the guy said it was definitely needed it bad. I know, Catherine. They were so nice, and I think that about a year ago they sent me some a display, like a head and a bracelet holder and a necklace holder. That was one of the first things they sent me last year. But this year they outdid themselves. Well, I'm glad that you've been watching my videos. Thank you, J and A RV Living. Do you have a channel? Is that the name of your channel? Because if it is, people try to subscribe to you and check you out. Yeah, and not only did he clean the he was really great. He lives right here in town. He cleaned the RV and then he washed off all of the seal, the roof, and he said it was in good shape. All because I have a cover over it. And then he just did it all around. So everybody has to check out J&A RV Living. That's great. I'll do it too. I'll check it out. I'll subscribe. Man, I have subscribed to so many channels. So I've got a lot of beads out there, and I made this necklace on a lot of the beads that were sent. That one, the elephants, the ladybug. Oops. It's a very happy necklace. All the in-between beads are sent from uh, Barney and LaRue. I made it very colorful. And it's pretty long too. Thanks, Gigi. Yeah, Linda, we're in kind of central West Texas. We definitely get dust. I don't know if I'd ever say it was a dust storm, but boy, do we get dust here. I mean, even inside the house, if I put my finger on, there's always dust. That's where, does anybody watch Sister Wives? They just moved to that area of Arizona. I'm so excited that you're all here today. Thank you. When I start traveling, and I will be traveling, whether I travel by myself or not, I hope that Craig's coming to take me away from here. He's such a wonderful guy, and I know he wants to. So it's just a matter of, putting all his ducks in a row. He's just sold a nice home, and he's got a motorhome. He's got kids and family, and they love him. I'm sure it's going to be hard for him to take off, but he's going to. We will get around. I want to go to Flagstaff, Arizona, definitely, and I want to see. You know, Last year I went to see Byrne and Kelly, which is two guys from Celtic Thunder. They played at the Irish Festival in Kansas City, and I drove there, and that was a really nice little trip for me. This year in August, they're going to be doing a house council counts can't talk a house concert. I'm not sure what that means really, but they're doing house concerts, and there's one in San Antonio in August. It's $100 to go to the concert, but it does cost for gas and motel. If I'm going to be in San Antonio, I want to stay at least 2 nights so I can, check out San Antonio. And I'm not sure if Craig's going to be here by then, or should I book it by myself. I'm kind of confused on what to do. But I definitely like to do some trip. I definitely have gypsy spirit. I love having my home base here and the families. I'm lucky, very fortunate to have such nice friends and family. But I definitely get that urge to get going and do something. So I don't know. I don't know yet. But I'm going to discuss it with Craig and see when he really thinks his he's able to get going, and if he wants to go to the concert with me. So if he does, then I'll get 2 tickets. I suppose I should get 2 tickets anyway, but that way either Kathy, she said she doesn't want to go because she doesn't want to leave Mark. So that's what's going on anyway. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do in the future. Aha. I just sold 3 bracelets. Thank you, Linda. I guess I should end this. I'm not sure. No one's talking to me right now, but that's okay. Listen, but Easter was great. The kids had a ball. Thank you, Cheeky Crafter. You're right. Like I was trying to say that when I first started my channel, my husband had, only been gone a year, and I'd never pulled a trailer in my life before, and I was going through a lot. I mean, not only was I grieving the loss of my partner, I was trying to do a lot that I didn't know what I was doing, and it looked like it, and I felt it. Um, and I've gotten older, but I don't feel older. I feel like I'm doing better than ever, and I think just having good people around, Kathy and her family they're wonderful. Like tonight, I do more stuff in this little town than I've ever done. Like tonight is Tuesday night, and that means that Chase, he's I think he's 10. He does baseball this time of year, so we all go to wherever the baseball game is. Tonight it's in a little town near here, about 8 miles away, 12 miles away, called Monday, and we sit and cheer on Chase and his team, and we know all the kids on the team. I mean, it's such a small town, that you can actually get to know all the kids. Plus, a lot of the children went to our church, and I taught crafts last summer. Thank you so much, Sherry. I'm stronger than I thought I was. I feel like I've come out of a cloud, and I'm feeling ready to do just about anything. I mean, I got to lose some weight. That's no joke, but otherwise, I've never been slim. This is who I am. But definitely for my own health and to be able to do more, I want to do it. Thank you so much, Linda. I'll send it to you this week. But I do have a strong spirit in me. Um, God's been good to me. I do pray, and I believe in a higher power, and I am grateful to everything. I don't expect anything. And when I get something, I'm like freaking happy as can be. And Kathy and Mark are funny too when I get packages, because I get packages from time to time, and we just have such a good time. And they're like, "Gosh, Deb, you're so blessed," and I am. I feel blessed. Well, you know what, Sherry? A lot of people lose their spouse and they don't do anything. They become um, closed in. They don't want to push themselves out and do anything, and they waste their lives. And that's one of the things I started my channel, was to help people that have lost spouses. And because our spouses, I loved my husband to no end. He was such a good man to me. He was the best man I ever met in my whole life, besides my dad. And when he died, I was like, it was awful. It was the worst time of my life, losing him, watching him get sick and die. And when it was done, I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I kept telling Kathy, I don't know what I should do. I kept saying, I don't know what to do. And I just realized that you have to go for it, you know? And if I can just tell one person out there that has lost someone close to them and they're feeling grief and they don't want to do anything, it does take time. No one's pushing anybody to get over it. But your loved ones would want you to continue living to the best of your ability. And I know my husband would be really proud of me that I decided to not just sit there in Florida and be lonely and sad and depressed. I had to I had to go for it. And that's one of my sayings. If I ever have a t-shirt, it's going to say go for it. Don't sit too long, I mean, you have to sit a certain length of time and just understand that you're going through a hard time, but life is for the living. When we open our eyes every day, we are given another day. It's a gift. It is a gift. There are people that don't even make it to 10 years old. There's people that don't make it into their 30s or 40s, yet alone me. I'm in my late 60s, and I am not done. I'll be done when I'm done. Well, Linda, you're in the beginning stages, Linda. You didn't it's not like you're expected to go do stuff. When you first lose someone close like your husband, it's totally understandable to take a lot of time to just get used to the facts, because your life has changed abruptly. And no one's pushing anyone, that there's no time frame, but definitely you're living. And the more that you go through months of grief, it's up and down. It's sometimes it's a tidal wave of sadness, and sometimes you can get through a day with just a little. But he would want you to move on, to not to move on away from him. I'm not saying that. I don't really care about having another love in my life, but I definitely need people in my life. And for me, my YouTube channel is what really brought me a lot. It gave me the idea, I want to communicate and help others. That was what I wanted to do. So, um, but only 4 months, Linda. So you just give yourself a break. Right. Let's see. I have, Carol. I have told the story of how I met my husband. I also have told the story of when I was 19 years old and I lived in Santa Barbara, California, and I got on a sailboat with strangers, with my girlfriend, and we were going to go from Santa Barbara, California up to Vancouver in an 89-foot old halibut sailboat, a workboat. That was a trip. Um, but so yes, I have shared that, and I'll share more stories. I've had quite a colorful life. I mean, I grew up in West Hollywood, California. Yeah, it's Linda, it's going to be up and down for you, sweetie, and it's okay. You're going to have to ride the waves. It's like shock to our system when you have a plan in life that you've got someone and you love each other and you've made plans and you thought you've got it all worked out. Because my husband and I had it all worked out. We were going to sell everything and get a motor home and maybe be camp hosts because he was very handy. He could do anything. And I would be willing to do anything too. And like, boom, he was, his story, he had spine surgery like a couple years before he got cancer. But he's so handy. All of a sudden he was just gone. And it's a rude awakening. It really is. I mean, Linda, you know you have to just, like, the first year is the hardest. It does get a little easier each month, each year. Um, Love yourself, be with your family, your son. It's right. See, Gigi's right. You're frozen at first. It's like your time has stopped. Your life is completely at a standstill, and then you have to, like, pick yourself up. Like I've said, one of the things I did. Now it took me. I'm going to say it took me a good 6 months, even more than that, about a year. But I joined Meetup.com because I just wanted to get out of the house. Sometimes I would go out of the house and I went to bingo. After my husband died, there was a bingo place, and I went to bingo and I watched. I got so sad. All of the couples that were there playing together, and tears just streaming down my face. I was trying to hide my emotions. It gets me. But I went. You know, I went. I pushed myself. I had to push myself, just like you have to push yourself. And yes, Doreen, too. I see it. Yep, cheeky. And I've done videos because I've done over 1,000 videos in like 4 years. And like, I'm talking now about it because that's right, Sherry. Yiddish proverb: "We plan and God laughs." And Doreen, it's only 2016. You spend years with your mate, or your son, or your family, whoever it is that you've lost. It's gonna take time. Don't let anybody tell you to snap out of it, because it's not up to them to tell you when it's over. Your grief never stops. Even like 5 years later, I still can feel sad. My husband died in May, the beginning of May. So it's coming up on that time. And of course, I get these Facebook, they show memories of where you were 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago. And I get these things. Picked my husband up from the hospital, brought him home. He's so glad to be home. We're just wishing to God that. And then the last one was, brought him home with hospice. Well, hospice, that means he has under 6 months to live. You know, it was very, very hard. And I hope I never have to go through it again. I can tell you that, God forbid something happens to Kathy, it would be that way again, because her and I are so close. And this Friday, she's going into the hospital for a catheterization. And if they find blockage, of course, they deal with it. They put a stent in. I'm worried about her. I'm praying that God spares her from any of that. And it always will hurt, Sherry. When you lose someone, it does. You can't just snap out of it. Oh, I'm done. It's grief is a process that at the beginning, it's a wave. It's tidal waves of emotions, of just like you can't almost breathe. And it's very hard on a person. People don't understand it, and they won't. And you talk about your husband, and I'm reading it, Linda, and it hurts for me, for you. But just remember that you're living. It's going to take some time. You got to be kind to yourself. I can remember when my husband passed away, the first time I took a bath, because he used to set my bath up We had a really nice big oval bathtub, and he would put candles lit and put a towel down and just light incense and tell me my bath was ready. And I remember the first bath I took after he was gone, and I just like laid in the bathtub and cried. And it's not an easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. But I just thank you, Leisure. Yeah, and she's had a busy week with all family in town, but she's got Friday, 7:30 in the morning. Yes, Linda, and that I can really relate to you and to your loss. And I can say relate because I've been there. I watched a 6'2" handsome hunk of a man, one that could he'd jog backwards. I'd ride a bicycle and he would jog backwards. He was so healthy. He would play golf. He played tennis. He was I was a lucky woman, even though I only had 14 years with him because I met him late. We met each other late. He was we were both like, 50 years old when we met. Thank you, Lee. Losses we're all going to lose. There's no way that anybody that loves and has family and friends aren't going to go through grieving. So even though you might never have lost anyone in your family, you're fortunate. There's going to be a time when you get it, when you get the feelings that you've lost someone, that they're suffering, and you're watching them, and they die. And all I can tell you is that you take it a day at a time. Don't reach out to people, and don't be alone if you need people around, or be alone if you feel like it. But remember, you're living. They want you to live. They want you to succeed and be happy, even if it's hard. And it's not so, it's not like I'm sad all the time. I'm not. But it is part of life, Sherry. You're right. And when you've had, like Linda said, 33 years, he was an officer. You remember that, and that's what you do remember. And then you find that you're remembering the sad time when they're sick and they're dying, and you have to. It's like you have to heal your own heart, because if you don't, you can be one of those people that just sit and never do anything again, and it would be awful. Just take some time. It could take you 2 years, 3 years, whatever it takes you. Just don't end your life, because you're still living. What time is it? Oh. Well, listen, I'm going to end this. I know it's on a sad note, but let's end it on a happy note. Let's know that we're alive. Our husbands, our sons, anyone we've lost wants us to keep going, to have some fine times left in their life. Just be grateful. I'm so grateful. And when I moved to Texas, this turned my life around. It really did. So sometimes making moves is the best thing you can do. Just remember that we all love each other, and love as much as you can. Try to be positive, and don't be judgmental of other people. That's what I say. When you hear people being judgmental, stop them in their tracks. I go, don't be so judgy, because you never know what shoes you're going to wear, you know? Thank you so much for joining me today, and congrats on my 5,000 and wonderful subscribers. Linda, keep it up, or keep a smile on your face. Do something for yourself. Keep yourself happy as much as possible. Doreen, if you feel that feeling, it's time. You know, I did it, and believe me, it wasn't easy. But nothing's easy that's really worth it, you know? Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Gigi. Joanne, I love you guys. And I really appreciate all of you. Check out J&A RV Living, their channel. I'm going to go to the baseball field in a little while and watch Chase try to hit the ball. I'll do another live stream soon, and look for my next video. It'll be up in the next day or so. And please give me a thumbs up today. That lets YouTube know. It lets me feel that you did enjoy the chat. Thank you, Marcel. Have a great night. Thank you, Leisure. All of you, Molly. I feel really close to my subscribers, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you as best as I could possibly do. Oh, Marion, I'm sorry that you're missing it. I feel loved. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the broadcast, and we will meet again. Peace out, friends.